And happy Saturday evening to all of you fine folks out there in Facebook and YouTube land. We want to welcome you to Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports. Looks like Charlie Platt is in absentia tonight, but that's all right. We're going to move on with our show anyway, and we're glad you've chosen to invite us into your home tonight, live here, Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports. We're coming to you live from our studios at Enterprise, Georgia, our studios at 3/8 Tobacco, 5/8 Tobacco, 3/8 Tobacco Road, 5/8 Flamingo Boulevard. And we are coming to you live from a campground at unknown locations. And Charlie possibly will be joining us a little bit later. He went to the happy hour at Teasers, and hopefully when he gets through with Tiny Tina over there, we'll be able to join back with him on the show. But listen, this week, need to let all of you know, we will not have any reruns this week. We will not have any reruns of our show this week due to the fact that we have been preempted. We've been preempted. They are going to have a week-long discussion with Dr. Fauci on wearing masks, and we have been preempted because of that. Do want to let you know tonight, ladies and gentlemen, brand spanking new 75-inch high-definition TV tonight. We are live for the very first time at Pickles, Pecan Cracking, Tree Shaking, Collard Greens, Candy Pulling, and Hot Tub Parties in Batts Bridge, Georgia.
That's Batts's Bridge, is the way you say that. Batts's Bridge.
Yeah,
you ain't no about to know that, but Batts's Bridge. Yeah.
Pickles, Pecan Cracking, Pickles, Pecan Cracking, Tree Shaking, Collard Greens, Candy Pulling. They do that on Sunday afternoons, and Hot Tub Parties at Batts's Bridge, Georgia.
That's it. You got to make an appointment for that hot tub party, though.
Oh, yeah. Well, Floyd, tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, man, back on again with y'all tonight. Good to see y'all. Good to be with y'all. Thank y'all for inviting us into your home. Kind of had an uneventful week this past week. Been kind of under the radar. Been doing a little bit of work. Been blessed. Just doing all kind of things. Still, my road, my highway, my pavement out there in front of my house. 5/8 Flamingo Boulevard, 3/8 Tobacco Road. Only thing now, the only piece of equipment that's left here, they got a tar truck parked down here at the end of the street on somebody else's property. If that was my property, I'll tell you what, if that was my property, I'd have done call somebody with a big old wrecker, and they'd have had that thing impounded, and they would have got a daily storage fee on it. If it was me, I'm just saying, if it was me. But anyway, I reckon Oxford got plenty of money. Them folks in Bama, the Katy County down there paying them plenty of money to pull out on unfinished jobs up here and go down there. So, and anybody from Oxford, if you want to call me, man. I'm on the phone. I'll be glad to talk to you. Be glad to put you over there and talk to you live. Anybody from Oxford listening out there? Some of the honchos, I ain't talking about some of the folks laying asphalt and all that. But anyway, you honchos from Oxford, call me. All I am, I'm just a low man. I'm a small fish in a big pond. I just want the big fish to leave me alone. But I do want my road paved, if you will. That's it. I mean, everything else is fine. I got my grass cut. Went out there to Hope Herds this morning out there to her. She got a produce place out there right out north of Cottonwood out there. I got me somebody. Look at that. Look at that. You know what them is right there, boys? Y'all know what them is? Georgia peaches. That's the real Georgia peaches. Up there north of Cordell. She got them. She sell them to you by a little small box full, or sell them to you by a whole big box. And you buy your whole big box and give them to all your friends and the widow women that you know, them people in need, and make their day a little bit better. Go out there and check with old Hope. But I've been out there 2 or 3 times this week and got stuff from her. So it's real, man. That's great to be able to go out there and just buy you something fresh. And like them peaches right there. When I went and got them peaches, she told me, she said, Mr. Floyd, she said 30 minutes ago them peaches was on the tree. That's how fresh they are. Mm-hmm. Can't beat it, man. Okay. That's it for me. I'm ready to listen to y'all. Okay. Tell me what y'all got going on. Look like Queasler got it going on down there. Queasler, I don't know where Queasler is. He's down there at Mar-a-Lago and down there with Trump down there in Palm Beach, Palm Springs. That's what it looks like. Looks like Mar-a-Lago right there.
Looks like it to me.
I'm at Yeehaw Junction.
Yeehaw.
Junction.
Yeehaw Junction.
You on the way
Yeah,
then.
man, we down here on the bay at Yeehaw Junction. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
down there close
down
to
here.
Lake Okeechobee.
Yeah. They called me and Chief Holt. Now they had a fish population problem. They called us. They was overcrowding, so we come up here to try to alleviate them of that problem, and we done a pretty good job. Uh,
Where the fish is?
well, they some over here in the box. They some over in that box. They some in the box over yonder. There's a good bit in our belly.
Fish
And they
pictures
some out
tonight
there
for
in the boat.
everybody.
And I think Marvin's got some pictures. Now the pictures you're gonna see from us tonight have been undoctored, unfiltered, unadded to, unretook and sent again. These are gonna be original pictures of real fish. This ain't gonna be none of this stuff.
It's been photoshopped.
Yeah, this ain't gonna be none of this stuff you're gonna see from a preacher and deacon and a deacon and all that kind of stuff where they've come in. See what they do. People don't. I'm gonna go ahead and just let the cat out of the bag before they get started. What they'll do is they'll get them a 22-quart ice chest, just about like that right there, and they'll put 10 pounds of ice in the bottom of it and catch a dozen fish and put it on top, and it look like they got a box full. That's the way. That's the way they work. They and the fish don't stand a chance because they got so many radars and sonars and missiles and all that stuff on the front of the boat. They can see them 10 miles before they ever get there. The only folks I know can stand in Colquitt, Georgia and tell you where a fish bed is by looking at the stuff on the boat.
Yeah, look at the cell phone. They know where the fish is bed at. Where they at? That ain't fishing. That's like hunting. That's like hunting. Hunting, and they tell me, and I love them. I mean, I like it all, but a lot of my buddies, they deer hunting all. I said, how you hunt? I said, how do you hunt? Well, I get up in my not my tree stand, but my hunting house. I get up in my hunting house. I said, what all you got in? Yeah, I said, what all you got in your hunting house? I said, how high it is? Oh, it's 20 feet off the ground. I said, what all you got in there? Oh, got a heater in there. And I got my cell phone. I got it on mute so I can text folks back and forth. Got my camera and all that kind of stuff. I get up in there and I said, what kind of weapon have you got? He said, well, I got a 30-06 or a 303 or whatever, a 225 or whatever, with a hollow point on it or a lead point or whatever kind of point. It got a scope on it that they can see from here to Damascus, Georgia on it. And he said, that's how. I said, that's not hunting. I said, that's not hunting. That's not deer hunting. That's deer ambushing. I said,
that's right.
When you hunt a deer, I said, you slip up on them, you sneak up on them. You crawl around on your belly like an Indian, like in Cherokee Indian and Crow Indian, whatever. You should stay down in here. And they slip up on the deer and they rub mud and rub manure all over them, all over the body, so the deer couldn't smell them and all that. And they wouldn't get no haircut. They wouldn't have no, and they surely wouldn't have no deodorant on. They wouldn't have none of all that aftershave lotion and dipping that Copenhagen stuff and all that. Wouldn't have none of that. See. They'd have all that manure rubbed, all that deer manure rubbed all over them and mud and everything. And they slip up on the deer and then they jump on him, pow, and pop that knife into the deer's heart. And he fall over dead. The deer fall over dead. They skin him and all right there. They go ahead and eat him and use the skin. That's deer hunting. Kind of like your folks, Queen, like you talking about fishing up there. That ain't fishing. That's fish trapping. And that's what they do. That's exactly what they do.
That's right.
If you need to put some bait on the hook and ride around and say, man, that looks fishy over there. I'm gonna try that little spot right there. Without all your sonar, it's like a hospital operating room on this boat you're talking about. That's exactly what it's like with what they call that thing, the VCIs and all that, the CCR and the CAT scan and the MRI and all that. Got all that stuff mounted on the boat, and they see up under the water. They can look up under there. And tell you how many fish are there, and who's the mama and the daddy, and who's the youngest of the fish, and who's the grandma and granddad. And they know all about it because they got all that. Look like a operating room, hospital operating room on the boat. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say.
Floyd, they got a camera on it. They were telling about this camera they got on this boat that they take that camera and they look under there and they can see the fish and they can see which one they catch, and they drop the hook down there and they watch him. They move it from this one to that one to the other and catch it, and they see it. Mm-hmm. But that's okay. I see Charlie finally made
Charlie done yours. Hey, Charlie.
What we all gonna do? Nobody called me.
Yeah, I called you.
What
I
do you
told you
mean?
to go hook up. Told you to be on standby. Where you at? You said you go have something to show us when you come on. You know, it's gone.
Oh, that's gone. Man, we got a special
Okay.
over here. I would say where it was, but they got Bluebell half-gallon ice cream for $3.99 a half-gallon over here.
Hmm.
That's
I,
perfect.
Where
I
at?
think, yeah, I knew that question was coming up. Where at? That's why I ain't gonna tell you, because if I told you, you'd come over here with a truck and buy it all.
That's right. $3.99 a half gallon, man.
Man, yeah, come back home and make
All
money with it.
flavors. All flavors. And I got
I
some of
like them
that
all.
homemade peach ice
That's
cream.
good. Oh man.
Hey,
Yeah, let me show
Charlie.
you. Look here, Charlie. You didn't see a while ago. Look at what I got. Look at here.
What?
Look at that.
What?
Peaches, Georgia peaches.
Peaches.
Georgia peaches. I see a man on there, Stanley Williams, wanting to know what kind of peaches are they. They're Georgia peaches. Georgia
Yeah.
peaches. They're not Alabama. These Georgia peaches. Stanley.
Hey,
Stanley
Charlie.
Williams.
Charlie, let me tell you something. I done a man from Alabama a favor today. Was out there on the water, fishing, and the wind almost blew. It almost blew. It didn't quite, but I mean, it kind of added like it was gonna blow all day long. I don't think it ever got. I think Chief Hope said it was sustained winds at 35 to 40 and wind gusts to 60 is what it felt
Yeah.
like out there on the water.
Yeah.
We thought that this man and the lady from Alabama had pulled up out there fishing with us, and I had Kristen. She was there, and she was giving lessons today. Let me tell you, she was giving lessons. So we had her umbrella stuck in a thing over where it would sit right over her, where cause she was catching fish so fast. She was generating so much heat, reeling them in. We had to keep that gal cool. So a whoof of wind come up and blowed her Georgia umbrella in the water.
Oh.
So the fella, he was getting ready. Him and his wife was getting ready to leave. So they went by there. He said, "I'm gonna go pick it up for." He said, "It ain't worth much. It ain't nothing but old Georgia umbrella." He said, "It ain't." He said, "That old red and black." He said, "It ain't crimson and white, so I ought not to fool with it, but I am." But he went over and got it. He rode back with that umbrella uh, open with the red and black and the G on there, and he got over there to the boat with me. He said, "You know what?" He said, "I got this feeling." He said, "I feel like." He said, "You know what?" He said, "I feel like I've been saved and baptized all at the same time, just by toting this one
That's what
umbrella."
I'm talking about right there.
So you see, Charlie, you see what I done for. I mean, he already was in trouble though, because I done got him in trouble with his wife. I said, "Well, you ain't." When he said that about the crimson and white, I said, "Well, at least it ain't that orange and blue." And his wife, because when he said that crimson and white, she didn't say nothing. I done figured she was a war eagle, and boy, she
Uh-huh.
lit in on him when he said something about the war eagle. But
Floyd,
he just said,
Yeah.
look at that stab Kristen's got right there
I see
holding
it.
up.
That's a fish of yam right there now, buddy. Hey, that man real fish there.
That
That's a
ain't no
real
clay
deal.
pretties right there. Look at that
that
cool
gal
fool
was.
right
Yeah,
there.
that's double hand size right there.
Man, look at her. Boy, she is
I,
that's the
I'm
fishing
assuming.
queen.
I'm assuming by this that so-called uh, free will he ain't gonna be making no appearance.
Oh,
Yo,
he's coming.
Oh,
He
he
After
coming.
seeing that, I
he went
don't think.
with the deacon. He went with the
No,
deacon
no,
fishing. And
Yeah.
not that
oh,
deacon, but he went with that with fishing with a deacon today. And so we're gonna say that. I got so many pictures on him from Dynamite King and Queasel and them, and
I
got
don't know
somebody
why.
all the way down at Port St. Joe with a 12-pound drumfish.
come
Reckon
on.
why come I can't see them pictures, Marvin?
I don't know. I
Your
mean,
fault.
I
Yes,
just
you ain't hooked up like you ought to be, Queen.
because Floyd and Charlie, you see them,
no.
don't you?
Oh yeah, feel
Yes, I
fine.
just saw that pretty young lady with them fine shell crack. I see them.
Oh
Uh-huh.
that's one. I don't know, Queasel. I don't know why you can't. Hey boys, let me show y'all this right here. This is our former executive producer. He had prom tonight. Let me show you him and his
Uh-oh.
gal right here. Look at there.
Oh my.
Key
Yeah.
word being
I can't
former in
see it.
that deal.
Yeah,
He
he's
ain't
he's
worried
he throws
Oh,
about
I
up
didn't
now.
him.
he ain't worried about
Guarantee
the
you,
Uh-huh.
sports.
uh-uh. No, he ain't worried about the dirt road sports and Charlie Platt. That's a fact.
No, no.
Yeah, he's
He could
worried about
care
that little
less.
gal, ain't he?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's Casey.
Katie's
Mhm.
letting y'all know she's fishing too.
Quizzy, before we get old free
What?
will preacher on here, let's look at some of this right here. I want to show y'all some of Queasel's catch this week right here. Look right there. Look at all them catfish and red-bellied brim right there. Got some.
Who
Look
called
right.
them?
Queasel and the Holts, the Queasel family and the Holt family at up
What
at
I want to know is, before I call somebody a liar, what kind of anchor did they have to keep them in one place on that lake this week?
I'm glad you asked that
I
question.
knew that was a fair question, wasn't it? Huh?
That Let me tell you what I got. I got me 3 brake rotors off a 1977 Ford LTD Crown Victoria. I got 3
Uh-huh.
of them propped out one, and then I got one off of a 2015 F350 Ford 4-wheel drive truck. I got them anchored on all 4 sides. We ain't went nowhere.
Mm.
Now it takes a record to pull them up, but we ain't went
Tell you-
nowhere.
Yeah, who pulled them up? That's what I want to know. Who pulled them up out of the water? You got one of them
Yeah.
winches? You got one of them electric winches? Huh?
I had to pull them up with my old arms. I get up there and
Oh,
pull them up, and but now let me tell you something. The wind has blew up here.
blew down
Woo,
here too, man.
Oh, yeah.
We've been with the wind.
it has
The
blew.
wind been with us. I promise you. Dry
It's
weather, boys. Dry weather. Like wind blowing out the east like that. Woo, it ain't gonna
You know
rain.
what? I was Tuesday was cutting in a little bit of millet that we had strode out there on the field, and I saw a bad sign, and this was one of those Jack Wingate signs, and I think uh, Floyd will agree when you see a dust devil form in a
Mm.
field, and it's coming from east to west, like this one was. That's a sign of a long run of dry weather, usually.
Oh, well, dry weather. This reminds me of 1980. And some of you
Oh
boys
no,
that were
don't
out there,
no.
yeah, it reminds me of that. I remember when I was going in the blowing in 1980. It turned dry, and when it turned dry, it turned dry. Some of you boys out there know what I'm talking about. And
Mm-hmm.
my daddy told me, he said, son, he said, you know what it reminds me of? He said, it reminds me of 1954. And that was a little bit, I was 7 years old in 1954, but he remembered it well. They planted the peanuts up and they baled them for hay, have something. And he said, pick just a little bit of cotton, a little bit of August cotton, and that was it. And then a little bit of the first cotton it made, so that was it. We didn't make no more cotton. Picked a little bit, he said, just a hatful. That's what he said, just a hatful. But he said that wind blowing like that wind blowing out there. And I ain't trying to dishearten y'all none, because it's hard to dishearten a farmer. But that wind blowing out the east like that, and it's gonna change. But this is a dry spell right here that we in.
They ain't even talking about no rain, are they?
Nope, not talking about no rain.
And it's dry.
It's
It was
Yeah,
dry.
it's dry.
down here on Tony Talbot hay this today, and man, you talk about dry.
Mm-hmm. But
I
it's gonna
talked to a
rain. Y'all put them seed in the ground. Put them peanut seed in the ground just as deep as you can put them, man. If you're planning to do it like they used to, like them old covenants, you can put them down there. Put them down there just as deep as you can. If they come up, they got a chance. If they don't come up, hard times are coming, boys.
Mm.
Hard times. Anyway,
Hey,
we doing good. We still got plenty to eat. Still got something to eat right now. That's a blessing.
Please tell them a little bit about one of our sponsors, Buddy Carlton Chambers.
And Buddy
Okay.
Carter, let me tell you about what he is a living legend. He is a living legend in the car selling business. They have contracted him on the side. He now teaches at the University of Automobile um, financing, selling. He is what you call an adjunct instructor. He's that good.
Uh-huh.
He goes around. He makes him any deal. Let me tell you about. I went one time. I bought one from him. Told him what it needed. He said, "Give me about 2 days." It wasn't even 2 days. The next day, called me. He said, "Got it. Be here tomorrow." Went down there. You know, when you walk into the dealership, you in that state of mind to where you want to get in there and go to negotiating and do all that kind of stuff. Let me tell you something. He gave me a price so good I didn't even feel like I had to negotiate. I felt bad about walking out there. I really thought I owed him money. He'll find you what you want if they ain't got it. Let me tell you, Buddy Chambers had forgot about selling more cars than most people ever had. He gonna treat you right. He gonna tell you the truth. Everybody talks about it. If you want to buy a used vehicle, They said, well, you need to do this Carfax. All you need to do is talk to Buddy Chambers. If there's something wrong with it, he'll tell you. He ain't gonna hide nothing from you. If you want a new one, he'll get it. If he ain't got it out there on the lot, he'll get it. He's gonna tell you exactly what you want to know about that vehicle. He's gonna treat you right. He's honest. Uh, he graduated from the Dick Johnson School of Auto Sales.
At
Matter of fact, he was
Academy.
the class.
He was at the
Yeah,
Academy.
Yes,
yeah. He was the class president,
At the Academy.
they've been a
So, yeah.
lot of folks that has tried to imitate him. A lot of folks tried to copy him, but ain't nobody ever been able to do it. He sold cars to ain't very many folks in the state of Georgia. He probably ain't sold a car to. I'm just
Right.
telling you, the man knows what he's doing. But here's the thing about him: all that, all that said, forget all of that. Here's what you need to remember about Carton Buddy Chambers. He stands behind what he sells, and he gonna shoot straight with you when he tells you something. You can go ahead and write it down. That's it. You ain't got to come back and don't say give me a written quote. What comes out of his mouth and a handshake, that's the deal with Buddy Chambers right there. That's the way he works. I can deal with people like that.
give him a call. Carlton Buddy Chambers, 229-254-3109. Franklin Spring Creek Ford, Carlton Buddy Chambers. Lord, tell him a little bit about Circle B Contracting.
Hey, man, that's another one of our fine sponsors out of Bainbridge, Georgia, down there. Been down there for I don't know how long, since back in the 40s and 50s, been in business down there, moving dirt, paving, parking lots, paving streets, paving roads, heavy construction, heavy construction equipment moving, farm equipment moving from one side to another. Whatever you need done, call them boys down there at Circle B Contracting. Earl Boyette, Don Boyette. They are often imitated but never duplicated. Give them boys a call right there. Whatever you need done, they can do it for you. If it's got dirt, if it involves dirt, call them. If it involves asphalt, call them. If it involves moving something, any kind of piece of equipment, call them. Circle B Contracting. You'll see them big, pretty black dump trucks on the road with that Circle B on the door. Blow your horn at them when you go by, because it's good folks you're dealing with right there.
That's right, Circle B Contracting. Charlie, tell us a little bit about what's going over on in the metropolitan area of Southeast Alabama, most especially Dothan.
Man, I don't know. I stay out of that. That's rough territory. All you got to do is get on the Ross Clark Circle and know that ain't no place for you to be. So I stay kind of out of the country. Floyd's been there. He knows what I'm talking about. And them
Yes,
Atlanta country of Atlanta folks, those 16 counties surrounding Atlanta, they worried that everybody's gonna get up all the sand down there in Panama City, so they running up and down the highways through Dothan to get down there to get that last little bit of sand so for somebody else to claim. And it's amazing stuff that comes through this town. That's kind of good and dodge. I want to know how deep of water people fishing in. I got a feeling I know he's back up there some of them creeks on the Georgia side, up against some trees to protect him from the wind. Would I be correct on
Well, let me think.
that?
Yeah,
Floyd, I think I got him.
yeah.
he got it. He got it
Because
back in now.
see, I
Yeah,
can't disclose some of them locations where we at
I know.
because they are highly guarded. But we are aware of the direction that the wind is blowing from. So we have found something where we are on the leeward side of the island or the whatever it is we need to be on, and we got all them brake rotors out there for anchors, so we sitting pretty good.
I know one thing, you ain't come across that line out there in the middle of the lake called a channel, have you?
No, sir. No, sir. We ain't come across the channel.
If you did, you'd be
We
riding
stayed
8-foot waves.
we stand over here on the Georgia side. Of all the Alabama folks over here on our side, they like coming
I
over here
think
with us.
on east wind days, that's the only place to be. And
They
that's
come
just
over
what
here
you
with
got
us,
going.
man.
Yeah.
it's been nice. It really has. It's even with the wind blowing like it is. I know I tried to get it where y'all could see the water, but I don't know. It's I don't know where you can now. I might change my view a little bit
Don't
where,
change
but
nothing. Don't touch nothing. Leave it just like it is. 'Cause we know where
it's
y'all.
slick.
Yeah, it sound
It's
good.
slick
Don't
out there
change
now.
nothing. Don't touch that thing.
Kind of look like
Hey,
my
Don't
head.
touch
It's
it.
just as slick as my head.
Floyd, look
You
at him. Jackie Nicholson Goodrich and her husband are in Atlanta, but they are tuned in tonight to Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports from the metropolis of Atlanta, Georgia.
You get that picture I sent you the other night? He's our newest fan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get that picture I sent you? Yeah. He's our newest fan. He's Jackie Nicholson, our neighbor right across over here, Flamingo / Tobacco Road, lives across the road over there from us. They stopped the street paving right in front of her house, right in front of Lawyer Rentz's house and her house, going back toward the west. Stop it. She married. She was widowed. Married. She married. I'm gonna tell you now about Jackie Nicholson. She grew up out there at Bellevue, Georgia. Out there, y'all know what Bellevue, Georgia is, don't you? Out there, man, that's ground zero for Southern people, real, true life Southern people. She grew up out there. Anyway, she was widowed about 10 years ago, and she has married a man from Boston, Massachusetts, and he wears about a $18,300 Rolex watch on his right. He just can't hold his arm. Okay, he has to drag his hand.
Wait a
And
minute.
he
Wait a minute.
lives
Hey,
uh,
Oh,
how much did
yeah,
it
yeah.
cost?
Yeah.
$18,300 Rolex. That's what it costs. And he
Not
rents
18.2, not
uh,
18.2, not
18.3,
18.5. Okay,
18.3,
got it.
18.
All right.
And he rents a car. Now he don't rent a car. Now what most folks do when they rent a car? What kind of car they rent? What kind of car you rent, Marvin, when you go out of town, like a Fiesta or something like that? What you rent? What kind of car you rent?
Yeah,
What? Huh?
yeah, that's what it read.
Okay, he rents a big 4-door Infinity, and he parks it over there right across the street from my house where we live here on Tobacco / Flamingo Road. He'll park it over there, and he drives that thing around, big old rented car, you know. He'll fly in here and he'll fly out there and he'll fly everywhere. He Boston, Massachusetts. He is some kind of high-powered attorney up there, and she has married that rascal. And he come down here and he acts like he loves it down here, man. You can have the most fun with him. He'll eat and carry on. He loves to eat fried fish and hamburgers. We tried to eat some hot dogs one time over there though that Rich was cooking, and we never could get them eat because Rich never could get them cooked. It took him 2 hours to cook 6 wings, and we were waiting on Rich was going to supply the food. He was going to supply the meat. We had the buns, we had all of that, and we were rolling along there, and old Paul, his name Paul Goodrich, and he looked at it. Watch, he said, "Jesus Christ, where are the wieners? Who's got the wieners? Who's cooking the wieners?" I said, "Riz is cooking them over there." I said, "He's cooking them on an electric grill." Riz had an electric grill that he was cooking on over there. He said, it's the wiener. It's not a filet mignon. It's the wiener. Where are the wieners? What are we going to eat?" We had some fun with him. Oh, that mercy. He is a mess if you ever seen one. But he was connected with Georgetown University. He
Ah,
represents them. And he's a good guy. He's a leftist liberal loon, but he's a good guy. I mean, he got a heart big as I don't know what. He runs this foundation. He got this foundation, and he gives all these underprivileged. He provides some of these underprivileged kids that excel in school who not going to have the opportunity to go to college. He provides scholarships for them. That he manages some big foundation that's got millions of dollars in it, and he works with Georgetown University. He does all this good work for everybody. I love him. I love him to death, and he knows. I know he's listening to me right now. Know what I'm
If
talking
I was
about.
just fixing to say, they were listening to us and
They
watching.
would listen to us before I come out with the liberal leftist loony deal on it.
Boys, guess what? It's that time again, and I got on the phone none other than the fish
Oh,
Reverend Kent Barwick on the phone with us. Reverend Barwick, you are joined tonight with the whole crew. And as a matter of fact, Deacon Queasel is at the lake. He's broadcasting live from the remote studios in his camper. So tell us a little bit about what's been going on this week in the fishing world.
It is hot, 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 Marvin. Even Queasel can catch them
Yeah, we lost you there.
fish. Okay,
See, that's what he gets.
now?
That's what you get for lying.
No, I'm just saying everything's good in the fishing world.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
even
but you cut out when you went to talking about Queasel.
Queasel can catch fish. His wife and daughter can catch fish too now.
That's right. Yeah.
And Jimmy Holt and his wife, they up there slaying them left and right.
And you went with Deacon Holt today, didn't you?
Yeah, Deacon Holt and I went and found a few on the bed, and I think we came out with about 96. Not trying to impress anybody, but it was a good day. I mean, some pretty red.
was that?
I ain't
Do we
seen that
have
many red bellies since I was at spring break.
Question? Do we have a picture of the Right Reverend fish today?
Well, but I don't know which one it is. Is it the one on ice there, Reverend?
Let's see
Well,
the
it's the one in the
96.
box.
Yeah.
Slam full of red bellies.
Not at all.
There they are. Well, I got the right one up now. I got one of them's got Queasel's fish on it. All the catfish in them big 47-pound catfish. That's Queasel's.
Yeah.
And then
They had them spread out on the table, man. I'm telling you, they was doing it.
Yeah.
Look at him. That you call a 32-pound catfish. Ruby called a 33-pound. Here's the thing about it. That 33-pound catfish you had, when we was cleaning it, we cut it open and it had a 5-pound shell cracker in its belly.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about right
Here's
there.
one, guys, that Reverend Barwick sent in. One of his church members, Audrey Garney. That's Wayne Garney's daughter. That was caught in Port St. Joe, a 12-pound drum fish right there.
How about that? Isn't that something? She's
Right
doing
there
it.
on the bank.
She's doing it.
She's fishing from the bank.
Yeah.
Yeah, bank fishing.
Yeah.
Bank fishing.
I'm just telling you, fishing is hot right now.
Yeah.
Anybody can do it.
Reverend, I got a picture from you this week. I didn't know. Have you been up there to the lake? You sent me one of the Queasel and the Holt's fishing contraption. Where did you get that picture from?
Somebody had a drone. They was surveying the lake, and they found them.
Okay, I got it. I just put it up there for people to see. I don't know.
Hey, first class all the way.
Got a couch on it, and a trolling motor, and a barbecue grill, and a fish cooker, and it looks like a 1947 barge.
I'm telling you,
Well,
that
look
is
at him.
country come to town.
That is it,
Let me
baby.
tell y'all, that's the trick right there. Because when you get out there on them, you can't leave because somebody's gonna come get your spot. You go out there with that thing, you got everything you need. You got and it ain't showed the sides. We got pop-up sides where to come over and a plug-in air conditioner. It ain't showed that, but we got it on there.
Well, Reverend, I'm glad you had some good fishing this week. I assume if the weather holds, and you're going to be going next week, and hopefully be able to report to us again. I'm sure Queasel and the Holtz is going to slay them while they're up there and you falling. So I look for some good fishing reports in the weeks to come.
That's our
Thank
intention.
you very much.
Have a good one in the pulpit tomorrow.
All right, buddy. We'll see y'all.
That was the fishing Reverend joining us right
Nick.
there on
I
our
like
weekly.
that. He does a good job, Marvin. I think he could fill in really for either one of us anytime he wanted to. That's pretty good. He's pretty
He could.
smooth. He's pretty smooth on camera.
Yeah.
But we don't see him on camera. We just see a picture. We hear him we hear his voiceover. He got a good voiceover.
Oh yeah,
He could be the Jeopardy host if he really tried.
Hey, guys, let's see. Clarence Smith is asking what lake you fallen now. Barwick and them were catching them on Lake Seminole. the red bellies, but all those others that were pictured were caught on Lake Eufaula.
That's Queasel. That's where Queasel's at.
Yeah,
They got a spot up there. They got a spot.
We at Lake we at Lake Walter F. George. That's what the Georgia people call it.
I
Yeah.
got
Yeah, that's right. But you remember I was telling you about that 32-pound. I know you had something to say about it. That's why I said it. I know you'd have something to come back on with that.
Who, me?
Yeah,
Yeah, you.
No, I'm just trying to figure out. You got a preacher that we don't have a lot of church here, and I'm sure you want some mission up there at the campground. Am I correct on that?
I couldn't hear you. You was breaking up. Say it again.
Are you? Do you have a up there? You gonna be preaching tomorrow at the campground?
I might. You don't ever know.
Yeah, they're gonna have service and a foot
They
wash.
won't fix none tomorrow. Tomorrow day off. Tomorrow day of rest. No fishing on Sunday, man. Yeah, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. With your grandmama Tully, would she go fishing on Sunday?
No, sir. I wouldn't either when she was him.
Andy would put a stop to that, wouldn't she?
Right quick. Right quick. Yes, sir.
Tell you about it, Queasel.
More than one time. More than one time. I don't do it. I don't do it very much because every time I can hear Granny, she says, son, Sunday the Lord's Day, you need to be at the Lord's house.
That's right.
You know, Granny cook. Look here, she cooked Sunday dinner on Saturday night, everything but the chicken. She would cook the chicken on Sunday, you know, right after you went to church.
Yeah.
Then when you come home, you ate it, and then she would take it and fold a sheet back over it, over on the table, and leave it, and you'd eat it now. You didn't do much work at Granny's house on Sunday because Sunday was the Lord's Day.
We visit with one another.
Sunday was wasn't a lot of
family time.
There wasn't a lot of television watch. But back in them days, it might be 2 or 3 o'clock before you get home from church. When you go to one of them country churches, it just depends on how long the preacher got.
Preachers wasn't on a salary back then. They was on a pass the plate deal back then. These on a salary and all that. Now they got all these benefits, vacations, paid vacation. There's some preachers got paid vacations, y'all. I know you don't believe that. They have paid and some of these preachers, some of these folks that go to the church. They well-to-do folks. They got like condominiums and all down at Panama City, and they'll just say, "Why don't you just use my condominium for a week while y'all off on vacation?" I know that preachers. I know they report all that on the income tax too.
Oh yeah,
and here's an envelope. About 500.
I don't mean to change the subject here, but
yeah, but no, we.
No,
Floyd.
Don't change stuff. It's pretty good subject. Pretty good. We're talking about old time preachers and new time preachers.
Floyd, let me ask you a question. So back in the good old days, I remember going out there with Granny to Mother's home church out there. They didn't have no air conditioning. They had a fan they put in between the 2 screen doors. I had one. You reckon how long Marvin could preach on about a good July Sunday morning around 11 o'clock? No air conditioning, just old fan out there blowing, and it hot. No old air in that church ain't moving. Reckon he could go 45 minutes with a sermon. Or reckon he had to cut it short.
5 minutes. 5 minutes. He'd be toast. He'd be windy. They didn't have no microphone. They didn't have no microphone either.
They didn't have no microphone.
They had no microphone. They didn't have none of that. They didn't have no electrification. They didn't have none of them electric instruments with all them electric guitars, basses, and drums, all that stuff. See, Marvin couldn't have made it back then. He come from another time and another place.
You're right.
Thank you, Lord. Thank the Lord. The Lord is invented. Air conditioning was invented for folks going to church.
Marvin, no joke. If you ever bring somewhere,
I could have hung with the eating on it at the dinner on the ground.
Yeah, you could hung with that.
Marvin.
Yeah, what now?
You ever preached anywhere like that for real where they didn't have no air conditioning? You had to go on and on, be hot.
I'm trying to think. I don't remember Queasel. I mean, you know, it's. I like my air conditioning now.
But you know what? And we saying all this kind of being funny and joking, all that kind of stuff, but it really ain't. Listen,
Yeah,
them people that wanted to worship the Lord right there, they
I
said that,
agree
and
with
that's
you
the,
on that.
they had them old fans, boy. Them fans would be
They be
going.
whooping them.
Them ladies had them. They be whopping them handkerchiefs, whopping them nets. Every
And
now and
wonder
then,
why,
the preacher
wonder
get.
why a woman have a little dip of snuff. She reach in that pocketbook down there. She reach in that pocketbook and get that jar, get that little jar out of that pocketbook. You get that jar. I've seen it.
Were they Pentecostal?
Stick it back down in that pocketbook. Had that little dip of snuff right in there, baby. And you know you had it till she spit.
Were they Pentecostal?
Oh, these was Free Will Baptists that I was at. I went to some Pentecostal churches when I was growing up too, but no, them Pentecostal women, no, they didn't dip no snuff. Some of them Free Will Baptist women that dip snuff though.
Yeah.
I don't know about the Baptists and the Methodists. I didn't know. I didn't even know what inside of a Methodist church looked like till I was 45
Well,
years old.
what kind of snuff would Pentecostal women deal?
They railroad meals is what they like. They like railroad meals. That was a pretty strong. And some of them would do that peach and scotch
Sweet.
Sweet stuff.
Yeah, sweet stuff. That was the sweet stuff.
I'd have been a sweet snuff dipper.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
you'd been sweet stuff. Yeah, and if you'd have smoked cigars, them moonshine crooks, that's what you would have had.
that's
Or
right.
Swisher sweets.
The men would have to get
You'd
up.
have burned all the clothes off of it. You'd have had holes in all your shirt.
Mustard stains all on it and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, that'd be
Hey, you
you.
remember that? You know what kind of perfume they all used back in them days?
What do you use
612.
Avon? A lot of them use
No,
Avon.
you put that 612 behind the ear to keep the gnats and the mosquitoes away while you was in church. The old flies, they put that old. You remember that old 612 that come in
I
old
remember that
oily
secret
and
where you spray. You had that fly spray. You spray it.
they had some in a little bottle. You could I'd see them. They dab it like that, put it on their thumb, and they put it back
But
there
yeah,
behind the ear.
yeah,
Keep the
that's right.
gnats.
And then
Keep
they
the
had a
gnats out
thing
the
too.
ears.
Another thing y'all remember, they had like a push tube where you pushed it up and then
Yeah,
wipe it
pushed
all
it
over
up.
your forehead. You
Yeah,
remember that,
Yep.
Marvin? That
Yeah.
might have been before your time. But it was like this old
Yeah.
butch wax that we used to
Yeah,
have. You know, we had that
I
crew cut.
remember that.
They had a push tube. It was 612. Probably was DDT is probably what was in it. But they smeared that all over the face and everything. That was
Malathion.
just,
100
hey, and
years
that was
old.
at church. That was just at
That
church.
was in church. Yeah.
That was at church.
But them folks didn't care. They were there for one reason. They
They
didn't care
were,
about nothing else. They didn't care about
they were to get the
They didn't
spirit.
care about it. They didn't care about it.
Holy
And
Spirit.
we have dropped the ball from what them people set for us. We have
That's right.
That's right.
absolutely dropped the ball.
I
They
agree
laid
with you
the
on that.
foundation. They laid the foundation, and we have come in there
Yes,
with
they
a
did.
jackhammer. We have come in there with a jackhammer and tore the foundation all to pieces, and we have built our house on sinking sand.
Mhm.
That's
There you
exactly
go.
right.
Know that old song?
I
On the solid rock I stand. Y'all know
That's
that
right.
one?
The
Don't build
ground.
your house on
Sinking sand.
sinking sand. We've towed a rock down. We've got a jackhammer and towed a rock down. We busted it, and now we on sinking sand. That's what we
Yep.
are. Everybody's happy. They just riding around, man. They just so happy. They
You know,
just as happy as if they had good sense.
he warned us about that. He told us. He said you better not. He said you better build your house on a rock or foundation. He said when that sinking sand, because when the storms come, it's gonna wash that foundation away.
Be gone,
We
baby. Storm's coming too. Storm's coming.
Yep.
It's on the horizon. It's like they were warning us
You
about Michael. About Michael, they told us right where Michael gonna go. Hurricane Michael. Y'all remember Hurricane
That's right.
Michael in 18? Hey, man, they told us this. They told us this back there in Revelation where the hurricane was gonna be.
That's
Still
right.
don't be. That's my
did.
sermon. Y'all preach all you want to, but
I'm with
that's
you.
my sermon.
Hey, before we get into the short list, let me hit this right here.
Let's see if I got a lot.
MC Construction LLC, Marion Cobb. Why call the rest? Just call the best. He's got a motto like no other, specializing in all your construction needs. He's got 30 years of experience. He is fully licensed, bonded, insured.
Oh, okay.
He's pasteurized and homogenized and sanctified.
Crooked.
Marion
Right.
Cobb, MC Construction LLC. Don't call the rest. Just call the best. You will get any job you want done, whether it's building a house, whether it's remodeling, whether it's building a deck. Got his cell number right there, 229-425-75. Marion Cobb. He's right here in Colquitt, Georgia, but he has a trailer and he will travel. So whatever your construction needs is, call the best. Marion Cobb, MC Construction. Hey, Floyd, you were talking just a while ago. We had a picture sent in about how dry it is. Look at old Brandon Chambliss. He's already on top of the irrigation working in May.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. You better be up there. You got to keep this thing running, boys. And I'm telling you what's happening. So it's fitting to get dry. It's fitting to get dry. Y'all be careful out there, boys. Y'all be careful around them irrigation system. You'll go crazy with them now. You'll forget all about what you're supposed to be doing, and you'll go crazy. My crop burning up. I got to get this thing going. No, you ain't. You got to think about what I'm fixing to do, because you in a dangerous business. Anybody fooling with irrigation systems at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning or 12 o'clock dinner time, you're in a dangerous situation. Y'all slow down. Ain't nothing worth you getting hurt bad or getting killed over.
Life's way more.
Right.
Slow down, back off. Just pull it forward. Just ease back from it and watch it.
Well, that brings us right into our segue to the exclusive sponsor of the Floyd Shortlisting book, sponsored by Berry Hill Auctioneers. TC Berry Hill, he's on the line with us tonight here watching. TC, we want to welcome you to the show tonight. We appreciate your sponsorship exclusively of Floyd Shortlists and Short Books on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Floyd, take it away.
No. I can tell y'all a story about some of the TC Berry Hill deals. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna have to clear some of them with him before I can tell them. And I got to clear some with some other folks too. That before I can tell them, like some of the stories about he likes things. I got to clear some. I got to clear them with Nadine first. I got to get them cleared with, so I tell them. Floyd short list. This is Floyd. This is my opinion. Now, you can like it or not like it. If you don't like it, switch us off. You ain't gonna hurt my face. And I'm not here to offend anybody. I'm just here to tell the truth. And if I'm not telling the truth, call me. I'm on the line. Call me. Call old Floyd. He'll talk to you. But anyway, here we go on Floyd's short list. Here's a real short list right here. People that have dyed their hair and have used Botox that have made them look younger. How about this one right here? Liberals who consider themselves to be ugly. You know, they all think they're good looking. South Georgia and South Alabama rednecks that have Rachel Maddow auto-tuned on their TV. Woo-hoo. It's a very short list right here. Unemployed Keystone Pipeline workers that have a vote for Biden and Harris sticker on their car. Think about that one.
That's a short list.
Yeah, here's another short list. All of them short list. Man, they the shortest list in the world. That's what all of them are. Rich liberals that are willing to take in an unaccompanied migrant child. Come on.
Wow.
Hey, call me. If you want to take one in, give me a call. Come on. Call me. Call me, all you rich liberals. Come on. This covers everybody. Hey, this is non-discriminatory right here. This is equal opportunity right here. Tattoos that look cool on a 75-year-old. Hey, all right, I'm gonna go.
What tattoo started out 40 years ago probably don't look like it does now, does
It don't look like it do now. No. A palm tree looks like a wilted stalk of corn. If you get my drift. All right, here we go. Let's see what else we got here. Rich liberals that would happily move to Venezuela or Cuba. Come on, hey, call me. Y'all call me. Anybody want to go to Venezuela or Cuba? And you rich liberals, come on. Call me. It's supposed to be the utopia. That's what y'all want. Y'all want communism, socialism. That's where it's at, baby. Call me if you want to go to. I know folks down there. I know a man that used to own a farm in Venezuela. For the government took it away from him. And if he goes back down there, they'll probably put him in jail and kill him. All right, here we go. Catholic priests and Jewish rabbis that know how to sop syrup. Can y'all see it? What's that Jew that y'all got that comes to Congress? That Bernie, or what's his name? Bernie or Ernie?
Arlie.
Arlie. Can y'all see Arlie? Can y'all see he's a Jew? He's a Washington D.C. Jew, which is the worst kind. Can y'all see him trying to sop syrup? Can you, Marvin Cleveland? Can y'all see it? Can't see it.
No, but he'll drink Doers.
Oh, he'll drink that Doers. He'll drink that woman scotch. He'll drink that. All right, here one. All right, here we go. Y'all get ready. All right, y'all, you Pentecostals, get ready now. I'm gonna put all this in one segment here for y'all. Pentecostal preachers that don't know how to sop syrup. Here's your list. Pentecostal preachers that drive a moped. Pentecostal preachers that eat tofu.
Hey, wait now. Tony Clay might eat tofu.
I don't think so. I don't think he may. He be the only one out there, but he ain't no preacher. Oh, Lord have mercy. All right, here we go. I'm gonna wind her down now. Let's see what else I got. Pentecostal preachers. That's about all the Pentecostal preachers I got right there. Oh yeah, no, here's one. Yeah, I thought I had another good Pentecostal preacher. Pentecostal preachers, if you're listening, turn your radio up.
Ooh.
Turn your radio up. Pentecostal preachers. I think the Pentecostals out there that know this, call me. Pentecostal preachers whose nickname is Shorty or Pee Wee. Can you and now if I here to bring live on the service is Brother Pee Wee. Mercy. Have mercy. Lord forgive me. Ooh, I'm about to do that.
That's true. I have never heard of a Pentecostal preacher named Pee Wee or Shorty.
No, you ain't gonna hear it. Hey, I'm glad to be with y'all tonight.
Hey, look on your screen. Tony Clay just put 4 rings of fire up there.
Yeah. That's a flamer. Yeah, he put the 4 flamers on that. Oh, mercy, have mercy on me. Oh, I didn't mean it. Oh, here, I got some more. I'm gonna get serious with y'all now. I'm gonna read that one more time. This is worth reading in case any of you Pentecostals catch that. Pentecostal preachers whose nickname is Shorty or Pee Wee. Let's go here. I'll hit one. Then we'll get serious with y'all now. Video gamers. Y'all know who that is, don't you? They stay all day long and all night long playing on the video. Video gamers who can support themselves. And that's the end of my show list for tonight. If you are offended, call me.
The PC Burial Auctioneers. Floyd's short list exclusive right there. Floyd's phone is always open 24 hours a day.
Mine is open, baby.
That's
my phone right there. Call me on my phone. That's it right there, baby. Call me.
At 8 o'clock if you will take us home.
Floyd, you hit a good home run on that one. I was thinking about that auto program on Rachel Maddow, excuse me. That's the same number of people that join Nathan Mathis and watching Ellen every weekday afternoon.
Shut the tractors off. Yeah, they shut the tractors off. I heard him say that. I heard that gentleman say that on the Ellen General. All the South Alabama farmers and South Georgia farmers, they go over there at 4 o'clock every evening. They shut the tractors off just so they can watch Ellen DeGeneres. Man, please. Is he still around? Is he still living?
You
Or did
can't run. Are you crazy? You can't get rid of folks like that.
Ooh,
I,
man,
I,
he needs to go to Venezuela. Anyway,
well, I'll buy the ticket if he'll go. I mean, one way. Oh no,
uh,
boy, what a short list group tonight. That's fantastic. Queasel, want to say to you, my good friend, think about me while you're up there just slaying those fish with whatever y'all. I know Kristen's doing it on her own. Now,
She is.
you and the host may be using little boxes with wires that you put in the water, but I know I could see Kristen up there fishing. You showed the picture of that. So I
I get.
believe in I
She's
believe
getting
in
it
that
done
gal.
now.
I
She's
know
getting it
I
done.
love that gal. Now, folks, we appreciate y'all watching. I'm sorry I was late. I was told to stand by, but I never knew that anything kicked off.
You were
I
still
just had
standing by, wouldn't you, if you hadn't joined in?
yeah, I just by good luck decided. Well, I just see what's going
see
on.
what's
But
happening.
where were you,
Man,
Marvin?
I
Yeah.
was Lothario had a prom promenade, and I had to go up there with Lothario, and then I got
Oh,
running late.
I, well, that's just usual things for you. I
Well,
mean,
I agree. I agree with you
we
wholeheartedly.
appreciate we appreciate everybody watching. Uh, pray for one another. Pray for this country, and pray for rain. I'm like Floyd. I'm seeing signs of things, and I don't like to mention that year 1980 because I remember it. I remember folks calling me at the radio station WTDY-FM, when we're gonna get rain, when we're gonna get rain, and we didn't get rain, and we need to really stay on top of that and look out for one another through prayer. And I'll toss it to Mr. Shortlist himself, Lord be Lord.
That's it for me. Y'all done heard everything I got to say. Ain't nothing left in me tonight, but thank y'all. Thank y'all. We love y'all. I look at these names here, people that's watching us. I love every one of y'all. We don't do nothing but wish the best for y'all and for this country and for this nation that we can get God back in our lives and get Jesus Christ back in our hearts and make this thing turn around and get our house shored up. Let me tell you, it makes me nervous, makes me scared. But anyway, I got so much to be thankful for. I got a good woman that loves me, got a good wife that I love, and she loves me. We get along good. We in a good place. I wouldn't live nowhere else in the world if I could, other than right here in Coffee, Georgia, where I live on Flamingo slash Tobacco Road. I love it. I love the people that I'm around. I try to associate with like-minded people like myself, and I advise y'all to do that. Stay away from people that you're unfamiliar with. Stay away from people that you don't trust. Stay away from people that you sense might want to cause you harm. Stay away from them. And keep praying. Keep praying. Keep praying. Keep praying. Keep praying. That's it for me.
Weasel, I got a picture before you take it over. Here's a picture of what Queasel was talking about. That hot
Yeah.
shot.
How about that right
Oh
there,
yeah.
Floyd? Lance Carpenter sent that to me. He said this is on the same menu of what y'all talking about. Folks, sometime during the church, the deacons get up and run around. They spread around a little bit to keep the gnats down. And
That's
you
right.
remember them days? Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
the
That
skeeters.
old
At
hot
night, you
shot.
have to pray for skeeters.
Yeah.
Skeeters eat you up. I didn't have no screen on the window.
No.
They come in, baby. Woo,
That's it.
salvation
Hey,
time. That was salvation
that's
time
it.
right there now.
I just want to tell everybody thank you for letting us in. It's been good. Uh, you know, life's good. Life's what you make it be. If you want to walk around and frown and complain all the time, then that's about what life's gonna be. But if just always know there's a better day tomorrow. The day ain't gonna last. It's gonna be over with tomorrow. Uh, um, I believe the Bible says, and this too will pass. And it also talks about joys coming in the morning. So every day we wake up, we got a new day of grace. We got a new day of mercy. We got a new day of forgiveness that the Lord gives us. We don't never need to forget that. We need to be thankful instead of always complaining. Find something to be happy about. It don't take long to find something to fuss about. Find something to be happy about, and let people know that you're happy and say nice stuff and do stuff. And Do stuff for people. Little things count. Little bitty things count. It goes further than you think it does. And I'm gonna leave you with these words of wisdom from old Queasel, and then I'm gonna turn it over to Marvin to shut it down. Here's these are some wise words from farmers. I looked up some things that some farmers have said, the wise words, and here's some of the wisest ones I believe I've ever heard. Farmer one time said that life is much simpler when you just plow around the stump. Go ahead there, Marvin.
Pretty good stuff right there.
That's good stuff.
Hey, guys, thank y'all for joining us tonight. Thank y'all for inviting us into your homes, man. We've had a blast. We want to say a big shout out to all of our sponsors. We appreciate you. We appreciate you believing in us, believing in our show, believing in our opinions, our revelations, our reflections, and whatever else we might come up with here on the show. We want to give a big shout out tonight. We were on the 75-inch screen the very first time tonight at Pickles, Pecan Cracking, Tree Shaking, Collard Greens, Candy Pulling, and Hot Tub Parties in Batsy's Bridge, Georgia.
All right.
I'm gonna schedule you a hot tub party. I'm gonna tell you what, they got a hot tub over there for 10 or for 1, and they will allow G-strings if you want to wear yours. We do appreciate y'all joining us tonight. We thank you. Hey, listen, tomorrow. What?
I don't know what kind of string was that you were talking about.
G-string.
G-string.
Yeah, G-string. Anyway, tomorrow's the Lord's Day. Give him his due. Give him his due. Worship him in truth and in spirit. If you can't go to church, tune somebody in, listen, praise, and worship, and listen to a message preach. I want to encourage y'all also right now. We got proms going on. We got high school graduations going on. These kids are fixing to get out into a real world, and we need to be praying for them, just like Floyd and Queasel and Charlie was talking about praying for all of us. Leave you with this scripture: for we are God's workmanship, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do. Do something good for somebody this week. Pray for them. Pick up the phone and call them. Tell them you love them. We love all of y'all. We appreciate every one of y'all. Y'all are our people, and we thank you for giving your time every week to invite us into your home. I hope you have a great week. God bless you. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. We'll see you again next Saturday night, same place and same time. Good night, y'all.